Good morning. Welcome back to Rovali's Daily Podcast. How you doing? Now, as you well know, because we are closed on Mondays, that was my weekend. So we had a great weekend. I know some of you were working yesterday. I feel for you, believe me. Have a toast with me, won't you? Oh man, this coffee this morning, it is perfect. It is beyond perfect. Is there something more? It's perfect-er. How about that? Perfect-er. Is that a word? I'm going to look it up. If it isn't, I'm going to add it to Wikipedia. Oh boy. Hey, I hope you guys had a great weekend. We certainly did. We want to thank everybody for coming out on Saturday night at Rovali's. Listen to the crunching. Can you hear it? So Sanchez, his dish has been full. He's got, I put in a scoop of dog food and then I put in 2 bones. And that thing has been there since 7 a.m. And he waits till now because we're going to work. And that's what he does when we go to work. Anyway, I got to tell you something funny. So Saturday, I updated the iPad when when you guys come in and I show you our features on the weekend, and I'm getting to the end of the slide presentation, and I slide it over, and I say, oh, and one more thing, and then I slide it over, and there's a picture of Sanchez right in your face, and he's got this goofy smile. He's looking like this. Oh boy, I got a lot of laughs on that one. Anyway, I'm glad you guys like Sanchez as much as I do. he's my buddy. Anyway, so wow, the end of the year is drawing nigh, or drawing near if you're talking about the 21st century. The end of the year is close. Can you hear it knocking? That wasn't me. I don't know, special effects. I'm big on special effects. Anyway, yeah, it's nearly here. And we were going to do one thing with a dinner show, and we decided it wasn't going to work out this year because still a lot of people are concerned about the COVID thing. And so we decided, let's just do a wonderful, I'm going to change the lighting, the light colors for that day. Because normally we have on the ceiling lights, we have these beautiful rainbow colors that are really cool, but I'm going to change it to like a goldish color. We're going to put some candles on the table for dinner, and it's not a ticketed event, so just make a reservation. We're having a lot of people actually make reservations now for New Year's Eve. So if you're thinking about wanting to do something and getting out of the house and celebrating New Year's Eve in a safe manner, then you're going to want to come to Rovali's Ristorante Italiano. But we will save some tables for walk-in and some tables for a reservation. So if you call and the tables that we have saved for reservations, we will tell you all the reservations are full. If you want to come and walk in, you can. So that's how that kind of works. Okay. Somebody is, they forget that I'm on a podcast. Anyway, so we're looking forward to, we're going to put some little decorations out for New Year's Eve, and we'll have the regular hours. And that New Year's Eve this year is a Thursday, and we will be closed New Year's Day Friday. Okay, so we get a couple of days off in a row and a couple of weeks in a row, so that's pretty cool. We're happy about that. So that's what's going on there. I am going to be putting together a Rovali's year in review, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We're gonna, don't worry, we'll keep it on the positive. I know people are going, why would I want to relive that again? No, don't worry. It's all the positive stuff that we do at Rovali's, and just kind of and a sneak peek up to what's coming up next. So it's going to be really fun. I hope. I will mention the elephant in the room. We'll mention that, but that's not going to be the majority of the Rovali's year in review, because believe it or not, we had a great year. And what I mean by that is just the stories, just the gratefulness from you guys, of saying, we're so glad that you're still open. We're glad that you're staying open. We're glad that you're, serving us food and that kind of stuff. So those kind of stories are great, and those will be included in the year-end review because again, we need to keep it positive. There's enough negativity out there. We're going to keep it on the positive side, and we're going to continue to do so because that's who we are. Okay. So without further ado, let me show you my features tonight because I got some good stuff to show you. Maybe let me see if I can find there we go. I got to get on the right screen here. So oh, and by the way, there we go. This is my feature, and this is something you can get every day. So it's nothing special other than the flavor is really, really special, okay? Flavor is really special. But this is my chicken marsala, and we are waiting until Thursday, New Year's Eve, to unveil our featured dish for New Year's Eve, and that is going to be the ciappino. And that is a beautiful seafood dish with clams on the whole shell. Going to be really, really nice. That's something that we do every year. So we have a special dish for New Year's Eve. But until New Year's Eve, when you guys are hungry for lunch or dinner today, we have the chicken marsala. As you can tell, it's really super tasty. Comes with a side of fettuccine with Alfredo sauce. And that's a really good dish. It is cooked in a Marsala wine, but for those of you that worry about alcohol, don't worry because all the alcohol cooks out. That's why when our chefs are in there making the Marsala, you see a big old flame. That's the alcohol going. But the Marsala's got a great flavor to it, and it's one of our friends and family's favorite dishes. Absolutely. Okay. And let's see what else we got. Oh, so this one, I don't have a title on it, but this one is our whiskey Hot Toddy. And we are selling a whole bunch of those, especially as the weather is cold outside and brisk. And I forgot to give the weather this morning. You see, I'm slipping, you guys. I'm slipping. But as it's cold outside, this is the perfect cocktail. It's a whiskey. Oh, it looks like my dog needs to go out. Don't you go away. Okay, hold on. The routine, it continues. Anyway, so this is a really good cocktail, and it's got a lemon wedge with cloves in there. So it has a very unique and delicious flavor. And we're featuring our homemade Rovali's authentic original tiramisu. And this one is really super tasty. We sell so much tiramisu, it's not even funny. Could be funny, but it's not funny. It's serious. It's serious, okay? And the Rovali's Italian sodas, we sell a lot of these too. We have one thing that I did, and you probably already know this, but if you're new to watching our podcast, I created our drink menu that shows a lot of pictures and full color. Well, I have a picture of these on that menu, but on the back page of the drink menu, both inside and out, both sides of the page, is the non-alcoholic page, because a lot of folks, they say you don't need to leave that drink menu because they think it's just alcoholic cocktails, and some people just don't want alcohol, and that's cool. Okay, but the reason why I designed it the way I did, so if I take a chance and I think these people are not going to be interested in alcohol, I just flip it over on the back page and lay it down on the table, and then they can see that it is that there is non-alcoholic drinks there, and we have a whole bunch of them. All kinds of different flavors and all kinds of different drinks, because we have a full service cappuccino bar. A lot of people don't know that, but we can make lattes and espresso and cappuccino, and our coffee is a 3-bean coffee. I mean, we got a lot of things that are non-alcoholic because we want to serve everybody. We want everybody always to be comfortable at Rovali. So we hope you are when you come in, okay? All right. But by the way, we have I think about 25 flavors, give or take a few. Of the Italian cream sodas that we can do for you. And we got the eggnog cake. That one's really super tasty. And as we near New Year's Eve, the seasonal cake, the holiday cakes will be going out of season. Okay, so this is going to be the last week you're going to be able to get that eggnog cake. So come on in and grab a slice. Even if you're just stopping for dessert, we'll take that too. And we've got the banana crunch cake. Wow, that one went over like gangbusters on Friday and Saturday night. Now I did, here's my little hook that I use for the banana crunch cake, okay? That we have what is it called? Oh man, the caramel bar, the crunchy bar on top. Oh my gosh, never mind. Moving along. And we have another customer favorite. This is my #1 cocktail for the holiday season, and that is the Jack Frost made with a Grey Goose and a coconut liqueur. Very tasty. And the eggnog white Russian. Now, if you like cocktails, if you like them on the sweet side, this isn't overly crazy sweet, but it is really good. I highly recommend the eggnog white Russian. I mean, just look at those flavorings, and it's just really tasty. And we also still have the spumoni cake. Now, I do know that on Saturday, there was 2 pieces of the cake left. And a guy walked in and he said, do you have any more? And I said, I don't know. He goes, well, I want those 2 pieces that are right there. I said, well, let your server know, and then she'll put them aside for you. Because we do that. You know, if you come in and you look at your favorite cake and you realize, oh man, there's not much left, I better reserve that piece. You can't call in and reserve it. However, when you're there dining with us and you walk in and you say, oh man, they're almost out, tell your server will be happy to get it and put it to the side for you to make sure that somebody else doesn't get it before you're done with your dinner. But we do that because, you know, we know that a lot of you just love our desserts, and we want to be as helpful as we can. So, but I do believe we have more of the spumoni cake today. And my fresh lavender martini, that is a good one. We sold a lot of those too. If you're a martini drinker, this one is just a little bit sweeter than a dirty martini, for example, or original martini. We have the hot buttered rum cocktail. That's been selling like crazy as well. And you know what's really good about this cocktail? The whipped cream actually adds to the overall flavor of it. It's really good. It really is good. We don't do it just to make it fancy. That's part of the recipe that is key, and it fits really well, and it all works together to please the taste buds and the palate, okay? And the cookie dough cake, that is also a friends and family favorite, and we love that. I don't know, it'd be interesting to go back, and since we've opened up Rovali's, and because all this year in review stuff is still in my head, but if we went back 14 plus years, and how many cookie dough cakes we made, I think we've made a lot. Oh, that's it. All right, so there you go, guys. That's what we have. And of course, we are inviting you for lunch or dinner today. We are back open and ready to rock and roll. We are open at 11 a.m. today. And if you so desire, if you need to order lunch for your office, we are doing curbside takeout. And that's really super tasty. You know, I was asking my chef, Miguel, I said, what would you say, what would you like me to add to the year in review? And he gave me an interesting response, because he was, you know, some people get misconstrued. Events, you know, dishes, what are we talking about? And for us, the year in review is everything, okay? It is events, the ones that we didn't have, food, specialties, different things like that. But one thing that he said was really cool. He said, put in pizza. And I went, okay, yeah, we can do that. But then he gave me the reason why, because he said, you know, a lot of places, they'll deliver pizza to your house, but when the amount of pizza that we sell, people drive to Rovali's to get curbside or just walk in and pick it up. And he's saying, that's got to tell you something about our pizza. If people are willing to, when they can get it delivered to their doorstep, they still come out to Rovali's to pick it up curbside or walk in and pick it up to go. He said that tells, you know, he said he was telling the other cooks in the kitchen, you know, that's pretty cool. You know, you have to look at it that way, because it's pretty special that we're gonna have Rovali's pizza tonight, and yeah, we're gonna go out and get it because it's that good. So I love that. So that's going to be included in the year in review. I just gave you a kind of a preview of the year of in review, a preview of the review. Yeah, a preview. That's weird. A preview of the review. We'll take it. It makes sense, I guess. So, we are open, and you can go to rovalis.com and place your order at rovalis.com, rovalis.com, or you can call us at 801-394-1070. We will be happy to take your order, get it going for you. And of course, we always send you a text. And you can park in the rear of the restaurant in the DMV parking lot. We have 2 designated parking slots out there, and just let us know, text us when you get here. So it's all contactless, okay? And we'll get your text and bring your food out to your car and send you on your merry way. There you go. Of course, if you want to come in, our tables are spread far enough apart that you are going to be safe. We are following the mandate and the 6-foot rule. So you can come in and rest assured that the tables are sanitized. We even sanitize the chairs. We sanitize the menus, the salt and pepper shakers, the cheese shakers. Everything that we put on your table is sanitized after each and every use. So you're going to be in a clean environment and a safe environment. And we want to invite you out. Come on out. Come and join us this week, okay? Come and join us this week. And if you're interested in our New Year's Eve featured dish and a special night with candles on the table and so forth, make a reservation or come on in. If the reservations are full, do a walk-in because we still have tables available for walk-in diners, okay? All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad that I have a cup of coffee and my dog is outside barking to get back in, but I'm not letting him in until I'm done with you. All right, you guys, that's all I have. And I want to thank you for everything, for the business, for being our friends and family, and for just being part of Rovali's. And I got some special news that I'm going to be sharing in the next day or two, okay? All right, you guys. Ciao for now. We'll see you on the flip side. Whoop.